The new documentary recaps the trials and triumphs faced by Northwestern University's Black women faculty members over the past 5 decades. It's called Hearing Silences: 50 Years of Black Women Faculty at Northwestern. It premieres tomorrow. Dr. Ava Thompson Greenwell, documentarian and professor at Northwestern University, joins us live to discuss. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us.
You're so welcome, Micah.
Why did you feel the need to put this together? Why did this have to be?
So I think this had to be because I, for example, was an undergraduate here at Northwestern University, and unfortunately, I never had a professor who looked like me. And so when a woman by the name of Diana Slaughter Kotson, who was the second tenured faculty woman, Black woman at Northwestern and the School of Education, and that's Diana there. She was in the School of Education and Social Policy. She came to me and said, you know, it is important for us to tell our own story, and I want you to tell that story. And she knew that I had been researching Black women in all fields, including journalism and other professions as well. So that's the reason it was important for me to do this. It was really, to me, I think, a gift to the university so that we can document some of the integration efforts back in the 1970s and the experiences that these women had, some of which were not very positive. But I think it's also important to track the progress that we've experienced as well.
Was it difficult for you to get interviews, to get information, to get the research for this?
So it was challenging because unfortunately, a lot of the women's roles here at the university had not been documented in any organized way. So, in addition to the women in the film, I also created a website where I found almost 300 Black women who had taught at the university at some point in time. Often they were not tenured, they were maybe part-time, or maybe they were here for only a short time. But I felt it was really important to document their presence because, again, if we don't document it, 30 years from now, no one will know that these women were ever here or that they taught here in a variety of capacities.
Give us an idea of some of the challenges they had to go through, being, in some cases, probably the only Black woman in their school.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, for example, Joyce Hughes, who you just showed there, she was the first Black woman tenured at Northwestern, and she was tenured in the law school. And she may actually be one of the first in the country, certainly one of a few, in the country. And we're talking about, the mid 1970s, late 1970s when she was tenured. And she talks about how when she went into the classroom, it was mostly white males in the classroom at that time. And most of them, they didn't want to give her any attention. They thought there was nothing that she could teach them. They thought she was unqualified for the role. And they really went to the dean at that time and said, you need to replace her. But she persevered and ended up spending more than 40 years as a faculty member at Northwestern University. So she really was in there for the long haul and felt like the time that she spent, she saw some changes, but not enough changes and not enough Black women professors in the law school.
What a pioneer. Have things changed? How have they changed?
So one of the things that we looked at was the number of tenured faculty women. And as you know, tenure is sort of the currency of the university, meaning that once you have achieved it, you really have a job for life.
You're there. You're there for good.
Yes, you're there for good if you want to be. But I think what we found is that it was actually hard to find some statistics. We finally were able to get some numbers from the provost's office, and they shared that information with us. And you'll see in the documentary that there certainly has been some progress, specifically from the 1990s through the year 2000. But as one of the professors in the documentary said, and I think this is really important to emphasize, it was actually Black students, when they were integrating the campus, who really called for a change among the faculty. And so I think we have to give those students credit for recognizing that it was important not only for more Black students to be on campus, but also for more Black faculty to be on campus. And we don't often hear much about the faculty. We hear a lot about the student experience, right? But the faculty members tend to be here much longer than the 4 years that the students are here as undergraduates. So the impact that faculty have is really tremendous.
And Professor, we should also say Northwestern University is not the only. It's not exclusive of this. There are many other universities with the same issue. We want folks to tune in tomorrow. Where will they find it?
Well, it will be an in-person screening, but there is information if they Google where they could get a Zoom link and join that way. So just Google Hearing Silences, Northwestern University, and they should be able to find it on Planet Purple.
I love it. Thank you so much. Be safe, be well.
Thank you. You too.